this is the first time you're seeing one of my videos, my name is Emily, and today we have some very serious business to attend to because just coming up at the end of this week is Run Disney's Princess Half Marathon weekend. I will be running the half marathon this time around, so we have quite a bit of packing to do, and this will be a kind of split trip for me because I will be extending my stay after the half marathon to enjoy some time in the theme park. So we've got a lot of outfits to put together, a lot of run gear to gather up, and a lot of Disney essentials to make sure we have to enjoy our days at the theme park. Okay, here with me I have my handy dandy iPad, which has my entire packing list of everything that I intend to bring with me on this trip. And the meat and potatoes of this packing list is really gonna be all about our run gear. And to have a successful Run Disney racecation, there is a lot of stuff that could really make or break your experience. Who said that running was a cheap sport? Because honestly, there are so many items here on this category that, yeah, it's a lot of dollar signs.
This equipment is expensive.
I'm just gonna go through all of the items that I intend to bring and kind of explain why I think that they're important, especially for a Run Disney race. So I will display the list here on the screen so you can follow along. And I'll also briefly go over why each item is important. Yeah, okay. All right, first on the list is your metal travel case. With the metal travel case, this one I got here was from an Etsy shop, but if you are participating in a challenge or participating in more than one race at a Run Disney event, you're gonna want a nice way to transport your medals, whether that's into the theme parks to take your pictures or to travel home. This one here is very nice. It has multiple different compartments. It's nice and soft on the inside and it just offers the space to put each medal in and make sure that they don't get chipped while you're traveling with them. Do that. Next, I have a folder for bib, and this is not required by any means. I just prefer to bring a folder because when they hand you your bib, it's just in your hands and there's no way to protect it. And they can very easily get crinkled, get ripped, and we don't want that. So I like to bring a folder to put my bib into just to make sure that we maintain the integrity of the bib as we're carrying on throughout the expo. Next, I have a reusable bag, and this is optional, of course, but I find it to be super helpful. And this is because at the end of each Disney race, as you're going through the finisher chute, you're gonna be handed so many goodies. You're gonna be given a snack box, a water bottle, a Powerade, and let's not forget a medal. And if you're completing a challenge, you may have multiple medals in your hand. And an easy way to not feel overwhelmed with all of the stuff in your arms is to put a reusable bag or even a plastic bag like from Walmart or Target or what have you somewhere on your person throughout the race so that as you're grabbing all those goodies at the end, you have somewhere to put everything. And how did I forget the banana? Banana. Race tattoos are also very much optional, but it's something fun that I like to wear during race days, whether it's a Disney race or not. So I'm gonna be bringing a few, and this time I actually am bringing some glitter freckles. I've had these for a long time and have never worn them, so I think it could be fun, but again, I'm on the fence about whether or not I'm going to wear them. But the ones that I will absolutely have on my body are these little temporary tattoos from a brand called My Race Tat. And this one says every mile is magic, and it is glittery. And I really like to put it on my arm right by my Apple Watch. So every time that I check my watch for incoming text messages or I'm checking my pace, blah, 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 I'm seeing this little motivational quote right there next to it. This time around, I'm also bringing a few packs of hot hands. These are also very much optional, especially for this upcoming race weekend. The weather is looking to be more on the warmer side, so I'm not certain that these are going to be needed, but it's better to have them and not need them than to not have them at all. But while you're sitting around waiting in the corrals, if it is chillier, it's so nice to have something warm to keep in your hands. You can put it closer to your core. I've heard some people like to put them in their shoes to keep their feet warm, but Hot hands are just going to be something that I have to keep me warm just in case it is feeling chilly in the morning. Sunglasses. I do not think these are optional. Particularly if you're running the half marathon, you are going to experience the sunrise. And running down World Drive, I think it is, coming back from Magic Kingdom, just depending on your start time and multiple different factors, the sun is going to be on your eyes at some point during the race. And me specifically, I have very sensitive eyes to light. So I'm going to be rocking these bad boys. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to wear it. I love the purple and it'll probably go with my costume, but I have a couple of different pairs. These are from the brand Gooder, and they're great because they have rubber on the bridge of your nose part thing so that they don't slip off your face if you start to sweat. So these are fantastic for any type of athletic activity. So a foam roller, I wouldn't say is required, but I would say it's something that's great to have, especially if you're running a challenge or you're running multiple races, multiple days in a row. You are going to want to make sure that you are recovering to the best of your ability, and a foam roller is truly going to help you with that. This one that I have is called the Worm, and I think it's perfect because it's great for traveling. It's a little bit heavy. I would maybe call it 1 or 2 pounds, but it's essentially 4 rubber balls in a nylon type case thing. But you are going to want to roll out your legs once you are finished with race day. Sometimes I even like to do it again before I go to bed, just to make sure that my muscles are really releasing that tension that you've built up after a race and after spending some time in the park. This also feels really good on your feet. That is mostly what I use the 2 races that I ran during marathon weekend this past month. So this next item I would actually highly recommend that everyone brings, and that is a Mylar blanket. In this case, I have a Mylar poncho. It's actually looking like we might experience a little bit of rain. Hopefully that forecast changes, but it is looking like 60 to 75% chance of rain on Friday and Saturday. And the last thing you want is to get drenched before your race even starts. So this little thing is a twofer. Not only is it a Mylar blanket to keep you warm when it is a little bit chillier in the morning as you're hanging out in the corral, but it's also hooded like a poncho. Can you even see? It's hooded like a poncho. See? So I'm bringing one for me and one for my mom. Mylar blankets are also great to use to sit on. I've said this many times already, but you're going to be spending a decent amount of time in your corral before the race begins or before your corral starts. And a lot of people are going to use that time sitting, resting their legs, and you're in the middle of a parking lot. Okay, it is not the big comfy couch, and it's dirty, it's gross. You're gonna want something in between your little hiney and the concrete. So if not to keep yourself warm, Mylar blankets are great to also just sit on. I normally wrap it around my legs. I normally have bare legs during the race. I'm normally wearing shorts or a skirt of some sort, and I like to keep my legs warm, so I'll normally wrap my legs and sit on it, and I'll normally drink my coffee, have my second breakfast while sitting in the corral waiting for the race to start. All right, throwaway items. If you are new to the Disney community, the wonderful thing that Disney does is anything that is thrown to the side of the course throughout the race or in the corrals will be picked up and donated to a local charity. If you are a person who is a little bit colder in the morning and like to have on an extra layer or 2 before the race, and you wear it for a mile or so until you get warmed up, once you toss it to the side, Disney will collect it and then donate it. I see a lot of people bringing little throw blankets with them. I've seen people wear robes, pajama pants, sweatshirt. All of that is a great option to keep yourself warm until you are finally warmed up and running. So I don't have an example to show you, but I do plan on bringing a throwaway item for the half marathon this time around, and I will show you that when we go over the clothes that I'm bringing. Next up, we have a running belt. So I'm still on the fence whether or not I'm bringing this one or a black one that I have that has multiple pockets. This is the most minimal running belt I have, and this is my favorite one to wear because it matches my shoes. I know it's not about aesthetics or whatever, but hey, your girl looks like cute. Your girl looks like cute when she's running. So I can fit quite a number of gels into this tiny little pocket, but my skirt will also have some pockets within it as well. So I think I should have plenty of storage space between my costume and this running belt to make sure that I have all of the nutrition and all of the goodies that I need for a race. But running belt, I would highly recommend, or you can wear a running vest. I know some people prefer that, but I'm a belt girly at heart. All right, Body Glide. So this is actually not the Body Glide brand. This one is called Mega Babe, but it's essentially the same thing. But this is to help prevent chafing. And I use this on pretty much every single run that I go on, whether or not I think I'm gonna chafe. And who knows if I would have, because I prevented it, even if it would have happened. But this is great for any area that does rub while you're running. Another thing I would recommend, it's not something I've done personally, do as I say, not as I do, but you should be practicing your run in your costume. And if there is an area that you could potentially chafe, like I know a lot of these costumes have glitter elements, sequins, stuff like that. Those tend to really rub badly. It's great for, under the arms, between your legs, but any chafable area, you're going to want to rub this all over. So this is an essential. Do not forget this. So while I started packing and gathering all of my supplies, I cannot find my body. This is a problem. If I don't find it today, I'm probably going to have to order another one on Amazon. But I like to wear glitter on my face and oftentimes like on my chest. The glitter that I like to use is from ColourPop and it's called Glitterly Obsessed. So I'm going to have to find that before I leave. But the other element of glitter I like to use is this glitter palette called the United Shades of Glitter. And it has every color you could imagine. This is what I wear for my eyeshadow for each race day. And so for this time, I'll probably go with a pink or a purple, but this was also from Amazon. It was very reasonably priced, so I would highly recommend this product if you need something to use for glitter. Another thing you can do, and I learned this from my years in dance team, but you can also put like eyelash glue where you want some glitter, and then use this on top of the eyelash glue, and it essentially works the same. So there's a little tip for you. So within this Ziploc here, I have my entire nutrition pack for the half marathon. And this is going to include things like my gels, a honey stinger waffle, some liquid IV, and some run gum. So I like to take a gel every 30 to 45 minutes, which tends to be somewhere between miles 3 and 5 for me, just depending on the pace that I'm working with. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of gels. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gels. Then I have a honey stinger waffle that I like to eat in the corral as I drink my coffee. Then I also have some run gum in here, which is essentially just caffeinated gum. I would also recommend really watching your caffeine intake during your race and really check the label of your gels to see if they are caffeinated or not. The last thing you want is to be like so hyped up on caffeine that you have a huge crash after the race and feel a lot worse than you need to.
Chip, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
So most of the gels that I purchase are not caffeinated, and if I am feeling like I need a little bit of a caffeine boost, I prefer to use the run gum. Then the liquid IV in here is actually for post-race. I'm just going to add that into the water bottle that they give me and make sure that I'm replacing those electrolytes after the race. Next up, we have a Boss timer, which is actually called a Gym Boss, but this is an interval timer. And this is what's going to help you keep track of your run-walk intervals. And let me tell you, there are so many people that utilize the Galloway method, which is the run-walk method at runDisney, that you're going to hear these things going off left, right, and center. Everybody's using them. But you can set them to whatever interval you like. But as I said, as so many people are using them around you, I was having to constantly look down and check my timer to see if it was mine that was going off or not. But it's really funny. It makes me laugh. Things are beeping all over the place all the time. But yeah, this is really great. And thank God for the Galloway method. Am I right? Next up, we have OOFOS. These sexy little slippers are, I think I'm saying that right. Is it OOFOS? OFOS? Afafas? Anyway, these are recovery shoes. You don't necessarily have to get this brand specifically, but let me tell you, there is no better feeling than finishing 13 miles and taking your running shoes off and sliding into these bad boys. They're so cushiony, it's like a cloud, and they have a nice high arch support that it truly feels like heaven on your feet. So I highly, highly recommend having some sort of recovery shoe with you at the end of the race, whether that's in your gear check bag or with one of your friend or family members who's spectating the race, to have a change of shoes for you after the race. It's high key, so important. So also on my list here, I have a few different kinds of socks, those being my features socks and my compression socks. Features are what I wear for every single race. I know different people have different preferences on the best type of running socks, but in my opinion, features are the best. They have the perfect amount of cushion, and they have so many different varieties of whether you like a low cut, a crew cut, up to the knee, whatever your preference is, Features is gonna have it. So that's what I'll be wearing on race day, but I also love to have some compression socks with me. I'm gonna wear those on the airplane, but after racing, I do like to have a bit of compression on my feet after I've given them a little bit of a break in the UFOS recovery shoes. Then I like to put on my compression socks just to make sure the blood flow to my feet is where it's supposed to be and it just feels really nice. So I would recommend just having a pair of compression socks, whether you wear them in your hotel or to the theme parks or whatever. I'm not a doctor. I can't really give recommendations like that, but it's just what I do because it's what I like. So do what you like. Do what makes you happy. Then, of course, we also have our running shoes. I'll be wearing those to the airport with me. I'm only bringing a checked bag and a personal item this time, and God forbid they lose my checked luggage with my running shoes and my running costume in it. Heck, I might wear my costume on the plane. You never know. I'm that paranoid. Pumpy's going off again. What do you want from me? Okay, a few more items here. I love my bib board. You just saw how hard I worked on my costume. I don't want to put more holes in it. I already cut several holes in my costume. I don't want to make some ugly tears, ripped holes in my costume when I don't need to. These magical things called bib boards are going to help you secure your bib to your outfit, your costume, your sports bra, your shorts, whatever, without making holes. And that is fantastic. We love to see it. And these are so cute because they are Disney themed. They say I run the world and have several of the park icons on them. So cute, so perfect. We love them. But if you don't have something like this, at the expo, you will have the opportunity to pretty much pick up anything that you might have forgotten at home. That includes things like socks, shirt, headband, skirt, gels. Did I say gels already? I don't know. Liquid IV. But you can also get stuff like bib board. You should get some. Or they also have bib magnets. I've heard those work just as well. I've never tried them, but I've heard they work great. So you can do something like that. But yeah, I would recommend something like this. If you don't want to spend any money on an additional accessory that is not required, then Disney does provide safety pins at your bib pickup. Check on the counter. Sometimes they'll hand them to you, but they will have safety pins available so that you can secure your bib for free. Okay, last two things I want to mention are nail clippers and sunscreen. Your feet go through a lot during a race weekend, okay? And if you break a toenail or a toenail falls off or you get a bad blister, you can do all kinds of weird little surgeries with nail clippers. So I like to bring one of these travel sets that has tweezers, nail clippers, a little file, little pair of scissors in there just so you can take care of anything that you might need. But yeah, I definitely recommend having a pair of why is that so hard to say? Nail clippers with you at the hotel, just in case. They also work good as like scissors in case you need to cut something off. I don't know what you do with your life. But also sunscreen. As I mentioned when we talked about sunglasses, you are going to experience sun. If you are running the half marathon, please take care of your skin and wear sunscreen. This is the Glossier Invisible Shield sunscreen, which sometimes I will put on very first before I start doing my makeup. Or I do have some liquid foundation that has sunscreen in it that I often use, but sunscreen on your face. Other important areas will include like your shoulders, your back, your chest, your neck, your arm, anything that is exposed to the sun. We all know that Florida sun, it can be brutal. So just take care of yourself and make sure you don't end the race in pain from getting burned. You don't want that. Two other things I don't have on the packing list, but that I'll be bringing with me are some Kleenex. Okay, let's just talk about it. You're going to be using a porta potty when you're at a Run Disney event, whether that's before the race or you have an emergency when you're running one of the highways. You're going to be entering a porta potty, and they don't always have the toilet paper supply that we want them to. So if you have your own little pack of Kleenex with you, you can save your own hiney, literally. So yeah, I'll be bringing some Kleenex with me. I've had a bit of a runny nose lately, and in case that trend continues into next weekend, I'm definitely going to be needing these. And you can use Kleenex for a trillion things, so they're never bad to have. Also, if you've had some type of injury that can sometimes flare up when you're doing heavy exercise or you're putting your body through a lot. And yes, that means running a half marathon and then also choosing to walk an additional 6 miles in the theme parks right afterward. Bring some of your recovery items if those injuries do flare up. If you have a knee brace, a back brace, an ankle brace, I would recommend just having that with you because you don't want to have a bad weekend because you weren't prepared, and you know yourself. So just be mindful of that. All right, that is going to wrap up all of the run gear that I will have with me on this upcoming race weekend. And next we are going to move into our Disney accessories category. These are not Disney must-haves, okay? I'm not going to like gaslight you or myself by telling you that these are items that you need to have with you on every Disney vacation, because they're not, but they're really fun things to have with you. And they're just little items that bring a little extra magic to your trip. So we're going to go over the things that I like to have with me when I visit the Disney park. I feel like I'm on a talk show. That was a joke that my husband made when I set up this little corner in the room. He said, "Why do we need chairs in the bedroom? Are we going to host a talk show in there?" Okay. Anyway, any hoozles. Disney accessories. What? Okay. First thing I have on my list is my pop socket. I'm not someone who uses a pop socket on a daily basis, but when I'm at Disney, have my phone out quite often, taking pictures and videos and stuff like that. I want a better grip on my phone, and so I did buy this Disney inspired, or I think it was Disney branded pop socket that I just put on my phone when I'm in the theme park, just because I am handling my phone a lot more and we don't want to drop it, we don't want to lose it. So handy dandy pop socket. Is that one of my catchphrases? Handy dandy or tried and true? I say that all the time. Fuel rod. Ugh. Let me just whip my hair. Easy breezy, beautiful. Fuel rod. A fuel rod. Okay, these are important to have. I know everybody likes to use a portable charger of some sort or another, often at Disney parks, but you're going to want to get a fuel rod specifically because at all of the theme parks and the Disney Resort, they have vending machines where you can go and exchange your fuel rod for free. So this does hold about one full charge of your phone in it, but you're going with friends, you're going with family. Multiple people may need to charge things. You may have multiple electronics that you need to charge. You can go on the My Disney Experience app and actually filter on the map where those fuel rod exchange machines are to help you locate them and exchange them out. So these are fantastic to have, and also kind of Run Disney related. If you are bringing a portable charger with you on the run, you're running through theme park, maybe you can exchange them at that time too. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, highly recommend fuel rods when it comes to Disney vacation. Okay, if you saw my last video, you would have seen that I just received this beauty from Amazon, because my bag of choice at the theme park does tend to be some sort of crossbody, whether that's a fanny pack or a bagoo bag. I really hate that word, bagoo. It sounds weird. But I will be bringing this with me. Like I said, I've also ordered a pink Run Disney fanny pack from a small shop that I'll be bringing. I don't have it yet. It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow. But I will be bringing this bag, that fanny pack, and maybe one other bag. We shall see. I will also be bringing with me a number of ears. I think this time that number is 3, and these are really my go-to pairs, especially lately. This pair I think goes with everything and is just so classic, and I think they photograph so well with the velvet. They are just so cute. So these ears, my rose gold sequin ears, because pink and because princess, and then my classic black sequin mini ears. So these are the 3 pair that will be joining me on this trip. Next, we have coffee koozies and reusable straws. These are fun to have, okay? I am an iced coffee girl, and I will get at least 1, if not 2, throughout the day at Disney. And a fun way to kind of jazz up your iced coffee is to have a fun little coffee koozie. I've had these 2 for about a year now, and I am in love with both of them. I'm not sure, and I feel so bad. I do not remember the name of the shop where I got this one, but this one is so princess coated that it absolutely has to come with me. And this one from 13 Wishes is my Sorcerer Mickey or Fantasia coffee koozie. And then I'll be bringing a few reusable straws with me. These I actually got off of Amazon as well. Gosh, I sound like such an advocate for Amazon. But it came in a pack of 12, maybe 18 different color reusable straws. So I just like to pick out a few that I'll bring with me on the trip, because sipping a Diet Coke through a paper straw just gives me the ick, the absolute ick. And it's also really cute with your coffee koozie. How cute. Joffrey. When I say Park Pals, which is next on the list, I really mean small plushy accessories. And there are a few different variations of Park Pals available. The first one being the Nuimo, which unfortunately have been discontinued, but I have Donald, I have Mickey, I have Pooh Bear, I have Belle, and so I will be bringing one of those guys with me on the trip. We also have like a keychain plush variation. This I got from the Disney store, and I think was international series from Japan last year. But it's Eeyore in a bee costume. He was just so cute that I could not have him. He had to come and live with me and come to Disney with me. So Eeyore is coming because he is going to the Flower and Garden Festival. And lastly, we have, what are these called? Cutie Cuffs. Cutie Cuffs. So you can get these at your local Target, Walmart, and they come in mystery boxes. So you can't specifically choose the one that you're gonna get, but I got lucky enough to open a Simba one time with his like I can't wait to be king crown. So I think he'll be coming with me to go to Animal Kingdom. But there are so many different options, fun Park Pals you can bring with you to accessorize your bag and just really add a little extra Disney-fied element to your outfit. When it comes to my packing list, an ear holder is an absolute essential for me, but it is nice to have. And on my most recent trip last month in January, I did see that Disney now has their own version of an ear holder like this, but there are a few times throughout the day that you're going to need to take your ears off, whether they're giving you that headband headache or you're on a roller coaster or something. And where do you put your ears if you don't have a giant bag with you? This will easily clip onto your bag. Then you simply slide your ears through the hole and then slide this down to secure. And there you go. You can go on loop-de-loop on the roller coaster on Guardians, and your Guardians doesn't go upside down, but you're not going to lose your ears. And how great is that? So I always have one of these in my bag with me, ready to go for when I need a break for my ears. Magic band, of course, and magic band charger. I am staying at a Disney resort this time, so I'm excited to use it for my hotel room and, of course, lightning lanes and park entry and all that good stuff. I just got the basic cream color. To me, it goes with everything. So this and its charger is packed and in the bag, ready to go. Disney jewelry. So I do have a few Disney specific jewelry items that I love to have with me while I'm at Disney World, including my spinning carousel company earrings. I have a new necklace that I can't wait to wear, a few different rings that I like to wear too. So yeah, I have a few pieces of Disney jewelry that I'll be bringing with me. Okay, let me make sure. Siri, no, stop. Why do I sound like such a boomer? How did I forget trading pins? I just like skipped right over it. Ugh. I cannot. Why is my hair just getting all kinds of crazy? Stop. Trading pins. This is a relatively new hobby for me. about a year ago, I did start delving into the world of Disney trading. When I was little, 25 years ago to be exact, Disney liked to notify all of us. When Disney pin trading originally started, I got a lanyard with a starter pack and then started purchasing all my favorite rack pins. So I would simply wear my lanyard to show off all of my beautiful pins. But that game has not changed. There's so many mystery pins. I love a mystery box, okay? My husband laughs at me and says it's like gambling. And he's not wrong, you know? It is kind of gambling because you don't know what you're purchasing when you spend 30 bucks on a mystery pin box. But regardless, here we are. Speak of the devil. He's calling me again. I will not let this derail me. Okay, off the phone. So quick aside, my husband is in the military, which means that I'm often without him, unfortunately. So anytime he calls me, I'm going to answer the phone. So, sorry for the interruption for the second video in a row now, but it was a must-do. Anyway, back to pins. Both of these items are from Pinfolio, and I bring them with me for every trip, at least since I started pin trading. And this one is a little small foam board that I like to bring actually into the park with me because I will load it up with all of my traders and make some trades there. But yeah, I have quite a few traders to work with going into this trip, so I'm excited about that. But secondly, how I transport my other pins and keep pins safe that I intend on keeping are in this little guy here, which I think is called the Mini Show, because the front part of the folio is clear, so you can see what is on the inside. And the other side of the folio, you have two boards where you can keep your pins that you're keeping. So these are my small, tiny little collections. There are a couple of traders mixed in with my little collections here, but this is how I like to transport my pins, and I highly, highly recommend Pinfolio. They have much bigger cases that you can put your pins in, and those little foam boards come in packs of 5, so you have plenty of space for all of your traders. That is going to do it for all of my Disney accessories. So we're going to take a little sip of our Alani and keep right on trucking along because we have quite a few outfits to try on and show you guys as we are spending 6 days in Orlando at Disney World. So I will go through with you each of the outfits that I plan on bringing. I am still awaiting a couple of pieces that I hope to bring, and some of these I'm still on the fence about, but I did want to go ahead and show you what I'm already planning because we are leaving here within a matter of days. Some of you may already be at Disney, but I just wanted to share what I like to wear to Run Disney type event this time. Not only will I be going to the expo and of course running an event, but for the first time ever, me and my mom are going to be spectating the 10K. So that's going to be a brand new experience for us as well. So it'll be lots and lots of fun. And let's just dive in and do a little fashion show. I did go ahead and lay out all of the outfits that I plan on bringing. Like I said before, I'm waiting on 1 or 2 things that I'll probably be bringing with me because the biggest question mark of all is Magic Kingdom Day. What will I be wearing on Metal Monday? TBD. So anyway, these are in sequential order from travel day all the way up until our last. I have a few extra pieces here as well, just in case I need to change some things up. We also have our costume there, of course, but you won't get a try-on of that until race day. So you'll have to wait and see how that turned out and how it looks together. But yeah, let's go ahead and try these on so you can see how they look on and what I will be wearing. Here's our travel day outfit. I have on the sweatshirt that I got from Amazon with the color blocked sleeves and our embroidered princesses. I'm also wearing some wide leg athletic pants from Old Navy. And like I said, I'll be wearing my running shoes on the plane because we need to keep our eyes on these important pieces of equipment. But I really, really like this sweatshirt. I think it's so pretty and it's gonna be a great representation of all the princesses at the expo. But this is the travel fit. So directly from the airport, we will be headed straight to the expo. at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. So I will simply just be changing my bottom half, make sure that I'm not overheating in the Florida sun. So I'll just be switching from those Old Navy pants to these athletic shorts. These are from Amazon, of course, where else? They have shorts underneath, but kind of give a skirt effect. And I think we'll keep the running shoes on for this outfit, but just a quick little easy outfit change to head straight to the expo. Bright and early the next morning, we will be spectating the Princess Weekend 10K. So I want to wear something cozy. It's going to be really early. It might be a little bit chilly. So what I'll be wearing to spectate the 10K will be these shorts that are just a different color variation of the shorts I just had on. I actually wore these for my 10K costume at Wine and Dine when I was dressed as Elsa, but I also have this Stony Clover sweatshirt that I bought a few months ago. I love the color, I love the embroidery, it's super, super nice. It's a little bit big. This is also an extra large, but it's just super oversized and super comfortable. So I think it will be great to spectate in so early in the morning. After spectating at the 10K, we are headed to the Wilderness Lodge for a breakfast reservation so that I can begin to carb load up and on Mickey waffles. And I think this outfit very much gives Wilderness Lodge with the gingham. And I think these ears go so well with the black and white top. I'll also probably wear the blue bagoo to this one. And I'm pretty happy with this outfit. After breakfast, we will likely do Skyliner Resorts and then spend the evening at Disney Springs. So I think this will go well for all of that. This skirt I actually thrifted from Goodwill, and it's just an athletic skirt, has pockets and has built-in shorts. So always great for Disney to have some built-in shorts. And this top, I believe, is from Shein. I don't know how to pronounce it, but has become one of my favorites. Super nice and airy, great for warm weather, and yeah. And I think Mickey will join me on this day too. All right, Hollywood Studios is up next, and this outfit is super comfortable. These pants are also from Shein / however you pronounce it. And this top I actually bought in the park years and years ago, like at least a decade ago during my college program. And I think for ears, we're gonna go with the classic black Mickey sequin, and the blue bagoo bag will be going with us. And of course, our Mickey Mouse Park Pal. But this shirt is so fabulous. I love it. It's a sequined ear hat and then is embroidered with Mouseketeer up the collar. Is it the collar? I don't know. But this shirt is huge on me, so I just like to tuck it up into my pants to give it a little bit of extra interest. But this outfit just screams Hollywood Studios to me, like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That is such a mouth. How does anybody see it fast? MMRR. Wonder what the acronym is for it. Also, just quick little note, I'm going to skip a try-on for my post-half marathon and Magic Kingdom day because we are really, truly manifesting good merch at the expo. Please, please, please. I would love to get a half marathon weekend jacket, and I'm really hoping that the shirt that we get with our registration is cute. Like, I'm really hoping for purple because I really want to wear these pink shorts to Metal Monday. So I don't know what top we're gonna have yet for Magic Kingdom, and I have a purple athletic dress on order from Amazon that I'm hoping we could wear with the weekend jacket. So yeah, we're gonna skip those outfits for now. I have something in mind for our dining reservation after the half marathon, but I'm really not sold on it. I think I'm gonna put it in my bag just in case I do feel in the mood to wear it on the day, but I wanna wear my medal after the marathon. Why do I keep saying marathon? After the half marathon, after the race, and I want my outfit to match. So I don't know what that outfit is gonna be yet. So I still have a little bit of time to decide. So don't hate me, I'm just gonna skip those days for now. So that's why you're getting straight to Hollywood Studios. And yeah, we have a couple more outfits to show you. And that will pretty much do it. So let's move on to our flower and garden outfit. This dress just makes me want to twirl. This is the dress that I will be wearing to the opening day of Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot. My signature color is black, but it is still floral, so we can get away with it. I'll be wearing the blue bag, and Eeyore will be coming with us on this day, and I'll be wearing the rose gold sequin ears. But this is just such a pretty dress. I love the floral detail of it, and the bow in the front is just really, really cute, very, very girly. So flower and garden, it's gonna be so much fun. I'm really, really looking forward to this day. But yeah, very easy outfit. I'll just wear some biker shorts underneath. And last but certainly not least, we have our Animal Kingdom day, in which I have these cargo shorts from Old Navy and this top that I just bought from Target the other day. I think is so cute, and I think it's super flattering. I do have Simba joining me here on my bag, and I do have this Animal Kingdom canteen that I would like to incorporate somehow. I would hang it on my bag, but it feels pretty heavy. I don't know. You guys tell me, what do you think? Come on, right in there. Does that look weird? I don't know. It also has a strap to like put on a belt, but I think that's doing too much. But ooh, I really love these cargo shorts. Can you make my butt look big? I don't know. Ta-da! Woo! That was a lot of work. But that is going to do it for today's packing video. Please let me know down below if there's any running gear or Disney must-haves or nice-to-have that I forgot, because Princess Weekend is imminent. It is almost upon us, and we don't want to miss anything on our packing list. So all that's left to do is to shove all of this into a suitcase, check into our flight, and get going. If you like, you can follow me on Instagram. I do update my stories with all of the things that we're doing at Disney while I'm there. So I'd love to share the journey with you. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. And please join me in the next one as we travel to Run Disney's Princess Half Marathon Weekend. I'll see you there.